Oh yeah, man. Um, you know what? To cut the bullshit, clear everything. Pac got shot at Quad Studios. The same two cops he shot in Atlanta was there when they was wheeling him out. And like you see the picture of him throwing the middle finger, that's who he was pointing the middle finger at. What the fuck, what was the odds of that? They were here to send him a message. There's a lot of shit all mixed up. But why were they there? This is what the reports are. They were the two cops there. That's shit I didn't see on public record. Then he go to the West Coast and get killed and there's cops involved. Biggie situation, cops involved, Rampart and all this shit. Big, when he started, they knew Big pretty much wasn't no going on to get along with it either. That's why they knew that just about the fact he was trying to get away from the motherfuckers. So you have to ask yourself, what the hell was Biggie doing on the West Coast with a bum leg? They had the car wreck and shit. You don't go somewhere. You don't go to hostile environments when you first and foremost, you don't go to hostile environments. You don't go to no hostile environment or somewhere where you know it may be some funk. It's like that's dangerous in itself. Then your leg gets fucked up, so you can't even maneuver to your fullest ability. Who puts a man in that position? Not only puts him in a position, urges him to go. I have to convince the man to go get him there. These niggas ain't shit. Shit. And like I said, we take it back to the East Coast. You have niggas who was dissing him based off of dissing Pac, based off the fact that this is a plethora shit. It was just my mistake. To be fair about it. But you had niggas who was dissing him. They was directly tied to those guys. And after that's the serious, that's the campaign. The nigga said in the song, he took a shot, a slight shot, called me the fall guy. Saying, whatever the fuck happened to Pac took up rap, he was the only one. That's why Pac said, I knew this nigga was working for the goddamn feds. Nobody fucking this is all shit is out there already. Ain't me making shit up. So football, you put that bad motherfucker on. That was a bad motherfucker, right? Child molestation, all that shit. I'm a bad motherfucker. That shit will get you out of here. He said this, Pac even said that. He said that automatically vetoes your career. He had a miraculous comeback. But put that on him. We can imagine you say niggas is getting distorted. He didn't say, no, it's not, well, no, he didn't. He didn't say no names. He just said East Coast niggas is getting distorted. And he came and fucked it all up. Now, only enough able to extort niggas to deliver they wood because they was tired, they had juice. They was agents. They had juice through the cracker. Government, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't think some of these niggas is not government fucking agents. Just because they supposed to be some old live street guys. So I got niggas thirst on Pac. They was scared. Pac was a Braveheart type of nigga. He was not going. You told me how y'all said today, he was not going. And they knew this. They knew Biggie wasn't gonna just take it like that. And I'd rather go toe to toe with all y'all. Running ain't in my protocol. He's gonna tell you niggas something. I wake up there and interview him, paranoid. I wasn't no West Coast shit. You talking about some niggas that are close to him. So, yeah, man. That's why I was in New York. When he was in jail, they started spreading out the rumors on him. And some niggas was directly tied to them guys. You had to, you know how niggas are. They just hear a rumor. Hey, snitching, fuck that, no, fuck Pop. He already on the them niggas already talking down on him while he was in jail and shit. So, well, he even came out. Well, that probably was, I think he did a vibe interview while he was in jail, so. About that, them niggas was never really supposed to be no rip between Pac and Big. That's called divide and conquer. So, but Pac, you know what I'm saying, a nigga get shot. What they do to a man? So, then you get shot and you get locked up. Then Big is out there with the on the same side, or not really, but he can't move, so he's stuck. So it's looking like he's down with the shit. Oh wow, he bad, man. That nigga here, I can get to him. And niggas, they had too tight of a squeeze on him. So, but Pac in the interview, he said, probably between me and Biggie, it's a small thing. Which is why I say I feel like he shouldn't have done all the shit with the wife and all that. I think he should have. He got to wait out and get some clarity on the situation. We all know Pac can be a hot-headed time. Deep out there, fuck this shit, nigga, ain't taking too long. You won't come see me and shit. The key thing is, he told the nigga, once the nigga tell you, hey man, niggas, stay away from them niggas. And you go back over there, what can he do? He tell you that they warned you. Basically where we was telling the nigga, well, hey man, they got me strung up over here, but I'm trying to wiggle out, but you shouldn't come over here. That's why I put this, how I put it together. Like I said, this ain't no diss to Pac or not. Like I said, I love both of them niggas, man. But this is how I look at it. I think he, I ain't want to get too crazy on him. So, now, shit, that's pretty much what I came to say. Shit, I got some notes and some shit, and I ain't gonna lie. Crap, man. Shit. This just to be a fucking. Shit, nigga, damn that. Pac Big Dot. This shit been 26 years or some shit. And these niggas still peddling on. I get it though. I ain't knocking nobody. Everybody doing their thing or whatever and talk about it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I will say this much though. Pac was right about a lot of shit. That nigga said it would be niggas that don't like him. After he go and come on and write books and make content. And what they try to do, see, they tell you shit like this. You hear shit like this. What type of shit you hear? Well, people are worth more dead than alive. That's bullshit. Especially not with them niggas. And I'm gonna tell you why they ain't the case. If they're alive, you see, when you're alive, okay, they can get all your money and shit, whatever. It's bigger your money with the higher ups and shit. It's about control with them. Not about no fucking money like that. Maybe on a little petty level with the niggas he was around. On the upper scale of things, you're not worth more damn alive. You're worth more alive because they can use you as a fucking manipulator. If we want this nigga to drink Mountain Dew, put Biggie on the cover of the bitch. Or put them in the commercial. If we want niggas to promote some bullshit, they know niggas follow rappers and singers and entertainers. Take this nigga and put him over here with this and support this cause. All his fans gonna flock over there and support some shit that's really meant to be a detriment to niggas in general. But once they trying to silence it, like, they looking at being like, nah, this nigga ain't gonna go. They probably pick it up on codes in the album and shit. Yeah, this nigga. Well, he was already trying to break away from niggas, so they already knew once they seen the way he was moving and shit. They could tell you about how he was moving when he was alive. This guy's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's petty dumb nigga shit. He's worth more dead than alive. No, maybe to some fucking executive or some shit, but to the niggas up top, they look at this shit like, look, this nigga got potential. He has influence. We can use him to influence people to do a bunch of dumb shit that they don't really need to do if he stays alive. If he stick to the plan. There's a street nigga. I don't want to hear all that shit about, well, he was in the streets. People thought, fuck the dumb shit. You know what we talking about when we say, I don't know them type of niggas too. Calling niggas about got a fat Chris and all this shit. Man, Biggie, nigga. These niggas be trying to be disrespectful. Subtly. Man, you know what the fuck I mean when I say the nigga was a street nigga. And the rapper always catches that. Stupid niggas don't understand. But he's a rapper, he was a rapper. He's a street nigga, but he's a rapper. So his thing is to go in. You're not gonna do. He's the mouth. If hip hop is the CNN. The fucking MC is the MC that's from a street perspective of thing. His dog, that's what he's supposed to do. And get out the fucking way and get some bread and try to change some shit up or whatever. Which is a detriment too, because the motherfuckers control the bread. Well, down here was different. We had an independent shit, Texas and all that shit. That's different between us and y'all up there. That's why I'm go back to what we were saying about. I was saying about, see, the independent game is so juicy down here. No pun intended. It incentivized niggas not to go sign on slave deals and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we never gave a fuck about on a grand scale of things, for the most part. That's why niggas, we never really gave a fuck about them big, you hear niggas like, well, we don't have record labels like New York had, Universal, and Def Jam and all this shit. Which was good, because a lot of niggas found out the hard way. Down here, that's why I miss CDs. So you go to Selecto Hits or some shit, get a deal with them, print your CDs up, pay them whatever, and the rest of that shit you take to the mom and pop store, or sell them out the trunk or whatever, and you can make bread off the shit without having to deal with some fucking cracker telling you to tap dance for a record deal. rapper telling you gotta sell your booty or put your booty in half or fucking some breadcrumbs and shit. That's the difference between niggas in Texas and everywhere else out there and all this shit. The independent hustle. See, y'all niggas in New York was too close to all that. It was easy to slick. Which we may have not got all the big looks and all the video, $500 videos and shit, and you know all the what you may want to. I don't even call it. You know the name of the game now. You can call this shit perks now. This shit is bait, or we just for lack of better perks and shit. Fuck all that. That's cheap. You end up paying for the shit in the end. If you down here, that's why niggas come down here. Niggas was like, nigga look at a record label deal and be like, man, I make more bread just in the city. I can make a decent living off of independent album sales, as opposed to just going over here and making less just to be more famous and fuck the dumb shit. This is about survival. A lot of them niggas end up broke and shit anyway. So you end up fucked up in the end sometimes. Not all the time. Or you end up fucked up in it when you get like Bobby said, and then Bobby made a rep. Bobby was like, that nigga say, the independent shit, when he had one lecture, he was talking about music, he said the independent shit is cool. He said, but you gotta be like the nigga was in Scarface. What that nigga name was? Frank. He was a fuck nigga, but in this instant, people like, Frank told the nigga, I don't want to get too big. The bigger you get, the more favors you gotta give niggas. That's what Bobby said about the music industry. He said, man, you gotta be independent like them down south boys. He said it out of his mouth. Them down south boys. He said it. The bigger you get, the more favors you start owing motherfuckers. Next thing you know, you locked into some shit you don't even want to be a part of. Or you get too famous and then you tired of this shit, but you can't walk away because you're not gonna be a good look at Walmart or some shit. Checking out shit, or you too famous for that shit. So you too famous to go back and do some regular shit, but you're tired of the music industry because they're on bullshit or entertainment period or whatever. So that's how they catch you up. I'm peeping out. I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't get no fucking record label deal or whatever the fuck, big money deal or whatever the fuck the niggas thought that was it. You know, we used to look for that. You know, do the record deal one day. I probably wouldn't anyway. I probably would have been. I just hadn't got to the point where I was making the music yet. When I started making the music, I would probably have to start off collabing with niggas around me first. So I probably would have got the game on the independent shit and then been like, oh, fuck that major label shit, just like everybody else would for the most part. You got some, I ain't talking about, you know, you have to switch house era and what's that? You said it last long because I don't know why. Probably because niggas didn't play ball. We didn't cut. Like I say, you can sign a nigga from Texas and do a one deal, and they go through and shit, and they be going right or whatever. And then when you come to the next deal, you start trying to put the fuck shit together, and they're gonna be like, I can just go back home and do what I was doing before this, because we was even before that. That's the difference between us. You know, we more hands-on, grassroots type niggas, street team out there, posters everywhere, ass everywhere. But we really was only like that down here. So yeah, man. This shit is just, I'm just analyzing all this shit. I'm glad I didn't get no motherfucker. I didn't get caught up on it. Well, I probably would have kind of blamed the other age on it. I had been the nigga that second. Once I think that's how it works. They give you that first deal, give you a taste. Then they come back with that second deal and try to. I don't know. Don't sound like fuckery to me though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck the at least the way they played the game. And I know it's a fair way. You know, I used to be like, well, you know, maybe the contracts are set up like that because, you know, it takes a lot to put into an artist and ship all the CDs everywhere. And videos, and I start talking like, man, but I know how that white boy work. Yeah. They could at least been giving niggas about $3. I feel like they could have been at least giving niggas about $3 or $4 off a CD at least. If we selling the bitch for 10, you can at least give a nigga 4. I'm gonna hear the dumb shit. Yeah, that's why you see there's even an extreme to the shit now. The streaming and shit, what they giving niggas 2 cents, half a penny. That's a disrespect. I don't even wanna, man, you might as well just get your shit for free. Then they take the CDs off the market. Or take them out this. Well, you probably can go get CDs and press your own shit up now, but they make that unpopular. See, everybody else popular culture. Well, I gotta do the streaming thing now. No, fuck that. And they sell you with this shit. Well, it's more convenient. You gotta carry all these CDs and space and all this whole dumb. First and foremost, that's dumb shit. That's dumb shit, my nigga. That's what we fuck up at as people. We always forget. See, even with that shit, take streaming for example. They move you on to streaming, but they can take streaming from you. You lose your fucking, I guess, subscription or whatever cable shit you got hooked up with it. So you lose that, you lose your shit. DVDs, you always have your DVDs till the bitch scratch up or whatever. Same thing with VCRs and shit or whatever. They pitch you on this streaming shit, but if they choose to say you lose internet access or whatever the fuck, you can't. I know with the streaming shit, I guess you download it to some type of. I don't know how that shit work. I don't even got none of that dumb shit. What I'm trying to tell you is, they separate you from having you're more independent with a CD player and some CDs. Because you control your shit. You ain't gotta worry about nobody taking your shit. Or let somebody steal it from you or whatever. With this shit, it's digital and shit. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Or you got your shit on iTunes, that shit might go out of the business or some old dumb shit. Just for them to rebuild it over here and do some other shit, but fuck all these people over and make you read through the shit. I don't trust these people when shit, you gotta keep it simple with these motherfuckers, because the more you get into technological, and I might be the AI god and all this old dumb shit. I ain't saying don't take advantage of technology and AI. I don't even like AI. I seen some shit the other day. That's just too much going on now. But this shit was looking too real. I was like, oh, they can frame you with that. So I think I've been framed before. So every time I've been looking from a warfare perspective, so I'm looking at this shit out. Nah, this ain't right. They can frame you. They play this shit in the court. That ain't me. It is you. You were walking in the bamboo. Bullshit. That is not me. I don't trust them, as you can see. So, yeah, man. Ole, motherfucker. Yeah. Y'all need to go watch Demolition Man, so I want to say that too. That kind of off the subject, but not really. Because I see who they base Simon Phoenix off of. Yeah. If you from the Bay, you know what it is. But I want to speak on that when it comes to extremes. Now you go watch Demolition Man, right? And look at society when they so-called in the future, how they want it. Because you got the underground where they got all the vagabond, those people that was under the ground represent us, the niggas. This is like a dream of theirs. Now it ain't niggas under, it's white people shooting in the ground or whatever. But that's their thing. That's how they view us. Up top was this old peaceful ass. But peace is cool, I'm even more. But this old extreme. That's what I'm saying about extremes. I'm trying to say about extremes. Some shit when you walk down the street and you say a cuss word and a fucking machine spit out a ticket to you and fine you. You can't touch each other and have physical sex, and you gotta do virtual sex, and swapping spit is that's them trying to stress like a vision of theirs. That's you supposed to have sex and copulate and shit. That creates energy. That's how Earth was created, and the universe and shit. But that's an extreme version of this shit kind of took my shit back in. That's an extreme version of that's what I'm talking about extremes. Not saying we gotta be straight up knuckle draggers and savage beasts around this bitch eating each other and shit. But we ain't gotta be around this bitch living like no fucking Mormons. You see this shit, they walking around, all these white robes and shit, and everything is just PC. You can't talk. They don't even listen to the music, which they done that shit with music today, kind of too. Jingle, that's why I say you niggas is hillbilly gibberish and jingle hop producers. That's the shit that came through. All that 2-minute song shit. That is a little element from that movie, because in that movie they didn't look, when you cut the radio on, it wasn't real songs. These motherfuckers was listening to their songs with commercials. Oscar Mayer Wiener's some shit. My favorite song was the Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial. Shit, it was a, but that's an extreme version of the absolute peace or absolute whatever. Peace is the goal. We're not talking about living all bland and stale. And then you see when it's all said and done, them was the crooked motherfuckers. The one, if you see the movie when you see the movie in the beginning, you're gonna think, oh, those are the bad people coming up from, because they got a scene where the motherfuckers come up from underground and they start stealing everything. And when you first see this, you might say, oh, them people fucked up or they wrong. But then when you see what the movie about, no, they not wrong. These motherfuckers got ostracized, purposely ostracized and pushed out the way and starved out. So most motherfuckers starve you out. That's what I'm telling you by perspective. Stealing. I'm not a thief. I'm not gonna just go and just be stealing and robbing and shit. But deep, you look at this movie, when you got motherfuckers that take your shit and purposely starve you out, what the fuck you expect? They coming out of the ground and robbing the motherfucker, running through stuff. Like I said, when you see the movie from the beginning, you be like, man, that's some. All right, you somebody don't get it. Like I said, I got it. Mama always been the fucking rebel. So it don't take much for me. But when it all came said and done, the motherfuckers was all peaceful and white robes and acting like they was the goody two shoes. They was the crooked motherfuckers. That's how it should be. To be absolute is to run into evil. That's the perfect example of that movie, because you see these motherfuckers, no, we don't cuss, and we wipe our ass with seashells and whatever the fuck that was supposed to be. I ain't even get that shit. The 3 seashells, not for me. Pass me the leaves, the trees and shit before I go that way. That's hard shit. Ain't nothing hard supposed to be that. 3 seashells. I was like, what is that about? So that never got it. They still ain't explaining that part of the movie. But I just want that shit came to my mind, but I just wanted to break that down real quick, man. But yeah, so yeah, man. But they did the boys dirty, man. When Pac, when they first died, Bobby did at a lecture, and one of the sisters there, they had got a channel from Pac and Big. Big didn't say much. Big was just like, he was sorry that he didn't get to say more as far as consciousness and shit, like Pac or whatever. He didn't get to. That's why I say he would have got him and Pac. That's what they were scared of. This nigga got influence. This nigga already in the game and got influence. He already Panther background and all that. He laced him Big up, put him on game, That's too private. This nigga got they can see the talent because the messiahship manifests itself through talents. That's one thing we don't be knowing. So you might be good at something. They looking at the shit like, well, it might be one of them ones right there. That motherfucker rap too good, or that motherfucker dance too good. Like Aaliyah, you go when I go back and look at Aaliyah, I can see why they was scared of her, or why they was like, well, we either gonna have to. She gonna either have to get out, we gonna have to trigger alert, because I don't want to be insensitive to the family and the friends and stuff. But that's how they look at this shit. Now, like I said, when I was growing up, you knew she was dancing good and doing her thing. But now that I'm looking at this shit through my third eye, when I look back, I'm looking at the way she was moving. I'm like, man, this is a goddess. That A with the legs, but I always knew with the Revolution video, it was something, like I say, it was something about, I don't know if it was the snakes or the beat or what. I always knew it was something about that video that was like, I was like, man, there's something about that. Was like, it wasn't as intense as when she said hot and the Romeo joint, but it was something about Revolution. The video, I don't know if it was the snakes or whatever, or the beat, that shit was like, that scares crackers. People, when white folks up there that know what's going on or have a clue or that fears the Messiah in it, they know, they looking at this shit like, hold up, she's doing the thing. And to them, they looking like, this is a fucking witch. Good witch. We're not talking about a witch in a bad way, but they looking at this shit like, this is a fucking, she's gonna either have to be with us. We can't have her on the other side of the board because that's dangerous. To Apocalypse, obviously, he was speaking against the motherfuckers. It was known his mission statement was drawn out. Bitch, I don't fuck with you. Fuck the other side. And didn't give a fuck about saying it. The mailman's coming. And your boy. But with her, like I say, it wasn't she was down with the nigga kingdom too. You just had to really kind of just the scandal alone showed you that. That's some nigga. They, something we are not privy to our history like they are. So like I said, when they saw that, they was like, they're living their culture. That's their real culture. We can't have that. We have to make an example out of them. So that's why. But yeah, I'm gonna say that for Leah. But I can say the same thing about Pac. I go down the same road with Pac. What I was trying to say, but don't let these niggas fool you. 32. A lot of these niggas did not like Pac. Believe that shit. The music industry, Pac love comes more so from the fandom, the fans. So much so that the music industry couldn't deny him. But the music industry did not like Pac. Believe that shit. To a certain degree. Like I say, I'm not saying everybody in the music industry hated him. But I'm willing to bet you a lot of them niggas was glad he was gone. Because these niggas look at shit through dollar signs. Well, as long as he's around, it's going to be harder for us to eat. So they'll be like, oh, rest in peace, Pac, and really be glad the nigga gone, because now they feel like they can make their little funky finances. But don't nobody a lot of niggas didn't like Pac, bro. A lot of niggas didn't like him when he was here, but then realized when he left, like, man, we really was fighting the same battle. Put this right here. So you had that element, but then you had niggas who the music industry though. I'm thinking before I speak. I'm trying to recollect, but it always felt like, well, yeah, that's what it was. Big got more love in the industry part of it because this nigga kicked up dust and was roughing the fellas. So he attacking niggas. So he got the niggas he attacking, and then he got the niggas that's attached to the niggas he attacking, and the people that then you got the people that just, oh man, Pac he's messing the peace up, and that was bad for hip hop and all this shit. So a lot of niggas didn't like him. A lot of niggas that you see, oh, rest in peace, Pac, and he was a hoser. No, don't nobody fool you, because Pac whole side left. When Pac died, Death Row just dismantled. That didn't happen with Big. And he still had niggas around pumping his name and shit. Them niggas whole shit fell. And once that happened, pretty much the West Coast really wasn't the same the West Coast wasn't really the same on a industrial level, so to speak. They never really recovered from that. It went back to the East, and it trickled down in Atlanta. And then looking after that, the hyphen movement and shit started. From this time, my recollection, I was in jail, but by the time the West started getting a little bit more shine with the hyphen movement and all that, I was in jail, but that's how the shit trickled down or whatever. The East Coast came back. A lot of niggas was misinterpreting what Pac was saying. That's another thing I kind of wish Pac he was a little, but not really, because he was well spoken, so he had his moments where he would tell niggas it's not the whole East Coast. I love the nigga name was his first name was MC New York. The nigga had the New York shirt on in the fucking Too Much Trouble movie or whatever that shit was called. It was like I said, it was just the fact that it was hard to trust the East Coast because the niggas who was putting the pressure on niggas had, like I said, you had the niggas that was directly down with the niggas, and you had niggas that, you know how niggas is. Well, I'm gonna talk shit just to appease these niggas because I know they can kick my ass or whatever the fuck, or just to pick a side or some shit. And of course you had niggas that just felt like he was attacking the whole East Coast. You know how niggas don't be niggas be having a sense of discernment, but they get selective with it. So it be like, you know the nigga ain't talking about the whole East Coast. You gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga is saying it in the interviews and shit. And he's rocking with niggas from the East Coast. He had niggas from the East Coast rocking with him still. So, but them niggas' whole side went down. And, but it's Pac though, so of course he gonna get the love. We ain't saying he didn't get no love, but I've always felt like the mainstream industrial aspect kind of like, or a lot of the big industry players, wasn't really giving it up for him or whatever. They were, but it was kind of hard to explain what I'm saying. But it was like it's hard to explain. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. They so they they were trying to put fear in Pac. That's how all this bullshit started. They're trying to put fear in Pac when they shot him or whatever, because he wasn't getting down with the program. I've been saying, man, you just want to do what you gotta do, bro. I'm not going out like that. That's like death. You just a nigga controlling your whole shit, and you know these niggas. But that's what I have to say about New York, though. I guess I'm trying to say something in the words. A lot of niggas spoke out that didn't have to, or didn't. They could have just stayed out the way. You know what I'm saying? They could have just stayed out the way. And because our niggas was responding if he was seeing the whole East Coast or whatever, or the whole New York or whatever. And the whole concept of a fucking, see, you gotta go with that part too. The media, that was another divide and conquer tactic. The media was calling it the East and West shit. Even Pac said that they was calling it the East and West shit. But how in the fuck? That's the stupidest shit ever. You gotta think about it. Well, to be honest with you, New York kind of, before Pac really, it was always some shit brewing between East Coast and West Coast. More so because of New York. Arrogant bastards. You slew-foot bastards. Thinking that they were the only ones that could do this shit or whatever. When everybody else was showing love to them niggas and was like giving it up because this is where this shit supposed to came from, whatever. They was shitting on niggas. So when Pac said, and Cube is not, tell your favorite rapper, Cube is not from fucking Compton, he's from South Central. Fucking poser. I hate posers that come in. I hate these motherfucking posers. Where was I going with that? The Pac said Cube was trying to hit him up as fuel to go against the East Coast. I personally beg to differ because Cube was already taking shots at the East Coast. So like Pac was looking at it like West Coast, West Side Shore, was the West Side Shore House with the West Side Connection. The West Side Connection album was like based off of them coattailing him. But I can take you to a song where them niggas was already taking shots while Pac was still in jail and shit, before Pac even was, I don't know was Pac in jail, but I can take you to a song where Cube was already taking shots at them niggas. And rightfully so, because them niggas never showed no respect. That's what them niggas was saying on the fucking West Side Connect Gang album. We used to love y'all niggas. You niggas never show respect. And you brag about going away. We used to go around the world fucking these niggas girls. Because they was the first ones to pick where this shit came from and got the light and all that shit first. And then even bragged about the shit. We used to go around south and run through their girls and shit. That's what Pimp was like he was. I'm a little bit more lenient on this. I got a little more understanding. But, like I say, I can show you the first fucking song I ever seen. Cause I always had love. You ask my niggas, I jam all our shit too. Don't get me wrong. I jam shit really well. So I don't put it like I was some fucking nigga walking around talking, yo son, with a backpack. Even though I say son and shit like they gonna be 5% or whatever. But I wasn't know it'll stay there. You ask him, it'll stay with the music. You be like, well, he listened to a lot of shit that the average Houston nigga wouldn't listen to from the East Coast or whatever. But he didn't walk around with no pants leg pulled up talking, yo son, kid, what's good, kid? Yo, man, I'm a universal nigga, so I speak our shit, West Coast slang, East Coast slang, so I'm a cultured guy. But I wasn't no H-Town nigga trying to be an East Coast nigga. I was just an H-Town nigga that embraced music from every aspect, especially East, because that's where shit started at, whatever. So, I remember when them niggas didn't fuck with us. I remember the first time I seen a nigga. Now there was a few cats, I don't want to say the name, but a few cats that was shot us out. In the mid-90s, whatever, before East Coast niggas and West Coast niggas and down south niggas started working together. So I would give him that. But we know the overall temperament was fuck them country bumping, them fucking Bama. They used to call us Bamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I can remember the first time I saw a down south nigga and an East Coast nigga on the album together. I said, damn, it's going down. Yeah. I remember that. You know. And then when you came down here and heard me, you would be in for a rude awakening. And not just me, just shit, nigga. We got niggas down here. I say, y'all missed out on a lot of shit. By our shit being underground and tucked away, we got niggas. I know, cause I know New York niggas. I know what y'all niggas like to listen to and shit. How type of. We got niggas. I pull niggas out the. I go get some niggas. Album and shit. You be like, what the fuck are these niggas? Where these niggas was at? Yeah, we was all in the spotlight and shit. Because niggas didn't have all the record deals and all of those shit. Rightfully so. So you see what that shit led to. A bunch of selling out and niggas can't talk and all this shit that's coming out now. I want to say y'all niggas want to talk that shit. Let's play a game called Who Got the Most Sellouts. Not saying you won't find nothing out here. It's hard pressed though. Especially when it comes to rap and shit. We'll be hard pressed. I'm talking about Texas. I can't speak for nobody else or whatever. I'll just say Texas just to be safe. Come on down here and let's play that game. Let's play a game called Who Got the Most Sellouts. We can do that with everybody. I bet you Texas come out with the least. I bet you that shit. Take the East, the West, the South, Midwest. Yeah, Midwest probably, because they didn't really get, they just got their shine within the last pass. They always had cats, though, good, they always had people, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, I think we would win that one. It'd probably be a tie with us in the Midwest, because Midwest, we like, almost the same when it comes to notoriety in the music shit. They probably got a little bit more than us, to be honest with you. Midwest, but yeah, let's play that game. See, we used to play a game called we got the best MCs. Let's play another game called Who Got the Most Sellouts. Yeah, see, and the winner is determined by who has the less sellouts. We would win that one. Hands down. Believe that shit. Yeah, that's really. If that was a sport, we'd be the champions. We are the champions. I love y'all niggas everywhere. But I'm gonna keep it 100 because I love y'all. See, I was a fake nigga. I agree on it. Man, I'm just trying to get along. Fuck that. Clean it out. Air the shit out. Bust the shot out. Boom! Let's see who's still left. Boom, boom. Fuck that. I had to do that because niggas be talking shit. Man. I'm tired. Yeah. This ain't over. I'm just out of words right now. I gotta charge back up when it comes to this topic, but I'll be back. So you niggas stay tuned. Yeah, I'll probably have to go back to baby girl for a minute. Close off on that, but now you haven't heard the last of y'all. The Oompa Loompa Society will not be silenced. You believe that shit?